Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for April 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. That is Monday through Thursday. Now, when I'm doing the readings for Monday through Thursday, I use my Radley Valentine decks. I use my Archangel Power Tarot cards and my Guardian Angel Tarot cards. I also will use one from Inspirational Wisdom from Angels and Fairies, Frances Monroe and Judy Mastrangelo, and also my Emily Anderson crystal deck. Now, because we're having a full moon and I just kind of felt like it, I will pull out my Moonology Oracle cards, Yasmin Boland, in artwork by Nyx Rowan. Now, I am going to do, this is not the readings, the individual readings, this is an overview, what's going on in the world. So I will use my Waite Rider Traditional Tarot and my Colette Baron Reed, the Good Tarot. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy, but remember, these are general readings. They may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest, okay? So I have been talking about the full moon. That will be, and this is April 6th at 34 minutes after midnight. It is a full moon in Libra, and it will basically be, that is Eastern time. So basically the evening of the 5th and morning of the 6th, depending on where you live. Now, I've also told you that the full moon will be trining in Libra, will be trining with Pluto in Aquarius at 16 degrees, and that's an interesting time. I kind of feel, I've been talking about Pluto in Aquarius, what is it, Viva la Liberty, and that there's just a lot of very big changes in our thought processes during this time. But I also feel this full moon in Libra is going to push it even more so. And I have talked about that at 16 degrees, again, it is opposing the Sun and Jupiter, which is in Aries right now. So there could be some major friction happening. And as it squares with Mars in Cancer, like I said, there could be some major friction. But at the same time, major friction, things happening, but that Libra, the full moon in Libra trining with Pluto in Aquarius, that's where things are going to really be very revealing. Let's put it that way. On the 3rd, we do have Mercury entering into Taurus. So we'll have Mercury and Venus in Taurus at the time. So it could be a lot to do with information. Venus might make it feel a little bit better. Or it could be one of those times where you're just like, I knew it, I knew it, I knew it. Okay, so let's go on. Let's see what we have. Like I said, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy. But remember, general readings may or may not resonate. But let's ask. Higher power, Holy Spirit, what do you have? What do you want to tell us? What's going to be going on? What are the cards saying? What message can you give us for this week in April? Now, this is a holy week in many religions, so interesting stuff. Let's see, that one fell out. Any cards that fall out have a little, they're kind of like, hey, we want to be seen. Anything reversed is also the same, has a little stronger message. So let's see what we've got here with the Waite Rider cards. Okay, first card is the Ace of Cups. Now, this is a beautiful card. I told you that there's a lot of religious energy going on around us, a lot of spiritual energy going around us. With just I think, Ramadan, not quite sure with Passover, but this is Holy Week for Christianity. So a lot of things are happening at this time. Now the Ace, now there's also, and again too, now that's in more the traditional religion, but there's also a lot of things going on in the energies and how people are feeling and how people are ascending. There's a lot of ascension energy going on at this time also. And we've got the full moon energy. So it's very strong. It's a time for us to work together. It's a time for us to come together. And, I do feel that God, Holy Spirit, puts us where we need to be. So it is not a time for dissension, but again, it's a time for us to have community. It's a time for us to grow stronger in what we have in common also. So That's taken me down a little different road than I normally go. Ace is about a one new beginning, new start. Cups is our Cancer. Mars is in Cancer. It is our Scorpio. The South Node is in Scorpio. And it is Pisces. So what? Neptune and Saturn is in Pisces. Fluid, emotional, very spiritual energy. A new way of looking at something, a new way of feeling. There's just this sense of, the Ace of Cups just has this sense of purpose to it right now. So let's see. What do we have here? Now we have the Page of Swords. Now, court cards have the dual energies. You know I talk about that. So the Page in itself is underlying energy is our earth energy. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Taurus is very big right now. Like I said, Mercury and also Venus and Uranus is in Taurus. Anything else in Taurus? And so and also we have Virgo. So it's money, job, career. It's tangible energy. It's how we look at something. Swords energy is our air energy. Now that's our Aquarius and our Libra. It's also our Gemini. And Aquarius and Libra are the big players right now. So this is your thought processes, making plans, thinking things over. It could also be hearing news. So we got something very emotional, very spiritual happening at this time. We have this page that does have to do with your work, your job, your career, your essence, your existence, but it also has to do with your mind, your thought. So there could be something that just really is, again, I keep going with that Pluto in Aquarius, and that, what did I say? It was trining with the new moon, the full moon. It could be something very transformational at the same time of our thoughts and how we're seeing something. Next card is, okay, my favorite, right? Now we have a 5. We have a 5, which is about change. So we have a 1-5 and we have a 5-1. Change can be positive. It can be negative. It could just be change in itself. Change is always a little bit frightening, but remember, fear is a tool of the devil. I did post something, danger can be real, but we need to get the mindset of fear away. The Hierophant to me, and this is a major arcana. Now the Hierophant to me is the rules and regulations of religion, and it could be rules and regulations of government. So I'm kind of feeling there could be a change happening, or how we approach, or how we even see religion, and how we see government, and how we see the rules and regulations. Whenever I see the Hierophant, rules and regulations, I find it very constricting, very tight energy there, and I like to walk the other way. Okay, so something could be happening. There could be this transformation in something to do with the religion, or with the government itself. There could be a transformation. It's how we're going to look at something, but it does put us on that new journey, a new spiritual journey, something, and many times it can be a very strong blessing happening at this, with this Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups does have a new romantic, a new emotional, a new spiritual start, a new spiritual journey. Okay, so let's see. Let's see what we've got going. We're going to see. Holy Spirit, what do you want to say with using these cards? The Colette Baron Reed. What do you want to say here? Let's see what we have going on here. Oops. That one wanted to come out. 2. We have 2. 2 pulled. Let's see. Well, we have the 2 of fire. So now we actually have all of the energies. So fire is our Leo, Sagittarius. It's also our Aries. And remember, I was telling you, well, Mercury is going from Aries into, on the 3rd, into Taurus. We have Jupiter in Aries right now. So that's a very good largesse type of energy. It is also Leo, Sagittarius, if I didn't say that. It's passionate, burning, very, very determined. We have a 2. 2 has crossroads, choices, decisions. It's also partnering. This is a time for us not to be complacent. This, or I should say, the energies, this is not a complacent energy. This is an energy that says be bold and go forward. Don't hide. Be who you have to be. So there is a sense of There is a sense of discovery, there is a sense of whimsy, but there is also a sense of being who you need to be, a sense of independence, and also a sense of just being bold. This is a time to be bold. Again, what does that mean? We do have that Mercury thing going on, so there could be something, not necessarily that we have to be bold, but there could be some bold energies, bold actions going on during this time. So let's see what we've got here. And now we have the Four of Fire. So again, we have that fire energy. We have the Four. Four is stability, organization, and leadership. The thing I love about the Four of Fire is that it's a time now there's a sense of accomplishment with the Four of Fire. There's a sense of that one part of the journey has finished, and you need to celebrate where you are, where you have come from. Again, this is being bold. This is really just kind of, coming into who you are. And then this is actually, because you do this, there's a sense of completion. There's a sense of things are now done. Celebrate celebrate the ending. Celebrate the beginning. Now, when I see the Four of Fire, the Four of Wands, it's basically, I tell people it's basically, you've gone to school. This is the graduation. You've been engaged. This is the wedding. You've been pregnant. This is the birth. And the thing is, it is time to complete this one section, this one chapter, and, celebrate it, celebrate everything you've learned, celebrate everything that you've grown with, and get ready for the next chapter, because the next chapter is about to start. Okay? So you take that for what for what you want. Let me know if you get something else from the readings, or if you see something else in the cards. Okay, now we're going to start I am going to post the regular individual readings, but if you would please watch this also too. Oh, and remember too, when we have a full moon, and you can start this really on the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 3 days before, 3 days after. This is a time to release, relinquish, and request. I do not worship the moon, but when I look at that moon and I think of I look at it as a divine creation, and I look at it and I say to Holy Spirit, hey, take what, release me from whatever needs to be released. I relinquish this, and that's kind of like a free will choice. And I also request. And I will tell you, God, Holy Spirit, higher power is good. Okay, so please take a moment and do the things with the like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. It really helps. It really, 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 really helps. And it just doesn't help me. It helps whoever it is that you are supporting. But, YT is a little bit, they play a little games, I think, with what's going on. And so please like. Now, if you're following me on Rumble, rumble me. All right. Remember, as always know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.